Hey everybody, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. We were a little bit behind catching up from Gen Con. I know it's almost been a month, but it does take a while to get through all that stuff. But we're back to taking first looks at games, and today we're going to look at 8-Minute Empire from Red Raven Games, now brought to digital, and we're going to check out how that transition went. So let's take a look at 8-Minute Empire. 8-Minute Empire is a quick playing area control game where you are trying to control as much of the map as you can. Think Risk, but play it in literally 8 minutes. Digitally, it can go even faster than that, and it can even go longer sometimes to 15 depending on the map. But the idea here is you're playing sort of a grand strategy game in small bits. So you'll be using cards to deploy troops or to move troops around the board where you'll be able to take control. If you have the majority in an area, you control that area. If you have the majority on a continent, you control that continent. And all this is earning you points as well as collecting goods from the cards that you play. So the winner is the person with the most points at the end of the game. And the game is really great at presenting how your score is doing at any given moment. This game is extremely full-featured at launch. You've got the mountain expansion, which you can add, which adds a few new rules, as well as a handful of maps that you can choose from. All these maps are unique, and some of them feature new rules and change the way that the game is played. So really, there is a lot to take in here with 8-Minute Empire. So if you like the base game, there's a lot to keep you busy for a long time here. Speaking of keeping you busy, there is an online system for the game which allows you to play with other players online. There's even chat and a games list so you can choose from other games that are already in progress. So really there is a lot to do here in 8-Minute Empire. You can play against AI locally or hop online to play against one of the many players that are available. I've been a big fan of 8-Minute Empire since it was released on tabletops, and I'm really happy to see it brought in such a respectful way to digital. The game functions great both on phones and tablets, and the online system seems to be stable and working well. On top of that, the design is just great. It looks great, it plays great, and they managed to pack in a lot of content right at the start. I really love games where you see the kind of map evolve and you see your civilization grow. What I love about this is you can do that really quickly in a really short period of time. So you're not worried about a long Risk game or something that ends in your brother flipping the table. Not that I know that from personal experience. But instead, you kind of get that feeling of building the civilization, of conquering the world in a really short time frame. And the decisions are still meaningful, just without the same overhead or long processes that you'd find in a larger 4X-ish kind of game. So that's my take on 8-Minute Empire. I think it's definitely worth a look. If you love digital board games, this is one that you're not going to want to miss. So be sure to check out 8-Minute Empire.